Egypt. From ancient wonders to majestic temples, therapeutic salt lakes to grand adventures, we delve into a land proven to be timeless. Beyond the monuments, we uncover the soul of Egypt, the stories of its people, the rhythms of its daily life, and the enduring spirit that binds them. 7 days, countless unforgettable moments, a journey through millennia. Join us as we embark on an unforgettable odyssey through Egypt and witness the soul of a civilization that continues to captivate the world. We arrive in Cairo and take a 2-hour-long flight south to Aswan. With a population of 379,000, Aswan is one of Egypt's most important cities and situated along the Nile River. After a 20-minute taxi drive, we arrive at the Katowedi Nubian house, our accommodation for the next 2 nights. This Nubian house is beautiful, with perfect views of the Nile River. The Nile River is absolutely critical to Aswan, as it provides a constant water supply in the otherwise arid region, enabling agriculture, transportation, and activities like Nile cruises and fishing. We get ready and head out to explore the Nubian village Gharb Soheil, a traditional Nubian village known for its vibrant, colorful houses. There is also a thriving local market selling crafts, food, and spices. The village is a prime example of Nubian culture, with brightly painted mud brick houses featuring intricate designs and patterns, showcasing the community's rich history. We buy some spices and souvenirs from some of the shops in the village. While walking through the village, we randomly meet a local guy named Mohammed, who offered to show us a Nubian house. We have a great conversation as he spoke about Nubian culture and the history of the village. After showing us around, he invites us for dinner with his family at his home, a short walk away. We explore the village some more and then meet up with Mohammed again for dinner. He introduces us to his wife and daughter and gives us a tour of his home. We then sit around the table for dinner and the food is delicious. It was a different way of eating as everyone is dipping into the same pot. After dinner, we have some tea and snacks and more conversations with Mohammed and his family. They were curious about where we came from and we were happy to learn a bit about Nubian culture. We say goodbye to the family and walk back to our Nubian house. The next morning we awake at 4 a.m. and travel south to visit the Simbel Temples. As we approach the statues, we marvel at just how impressive they are. The Great Temple features 4 colossal statues of Ramses II flanking the entrance, symbolizing his power and divine status. We are fascinated by the engineering skill and artistic achievement, with intricate carvings and paintings depicting scenes from Ramses II's reign. Inside the temple is just as beautiful. The temple served as a visual representation of the pharaoh's power and authority, particularly in the newly conquered territory of Nubia. Although impressive, it does make you think a bit about how times were back then and what had to be done to construct such a temple. After exploring the temples, we head back to our Nubian house in Aswan. We find an amazing restaurant in the village called Kerma Nubian Restaurant. The food was so delicious, it was some of the best food we've ever had. After lunch, we hire a boat to take us to Elephantine Island. The views of the Nile are amazing, but actually traveling on it is simply fascinating. The ride was peaceful and very scenic. Located within the Nile River are many little islands, historically important as they provide a protected area within the desert landscape, allowing for the development of settlements, religious sites, and trading centers. We saw a few feluccas, a traditional wooden sailing boat that's used in the Mediterranean and along the Nile. They are known for their slow pace and are a popular way to experience the Nile. Feluccas have been used for thousands of years, dating back to ancient Egyptian times when they were a primary mode of transportation for people and goods. We arrive at Elephantine Island. This island features the Temple of Khnum. We navigate through the maze of corridors and rooms. The temple was dedicated to the god Khnum, who was believed to be the god of the Nile's waters. As the sun sets, we cruise back to the Nubian village. The Nile embraces a different look under the setting sun. We spent the evening wandering around the quiet village and reflecting on what was an amazing first 2 days in Egypt. The next morning, we say farewell to Aswan as we take the 4-hour-long drive to Luxor. Luxor is naturally divided into districts based on the Nile River, with the East Bank and the West Bank being the most prominent. Our accommodation is located in a small district called Al-Birat, located on the West Bank. We arrive at El Hana Valley View Studio, a beautiful studio with a perfect view of the Valley of the Kings from the rooftop. Our host Ali welcomes us and takes us to meet his family and show us his family's farm. We have a great conversation as we learn a little bit about life in Luxor and farm life. The East Bank, where the modern city and Luxor Temple are located, is considered the more bustling and tourist-centric area. The West Bank, home to ancient sites like the Valley of the Kings and Valley of the Queens, is generally quieter and more focused on preserving historical sites. As night approaches, we head out to explore the town and get some dinner. While walking, we spot a restaurant called Cafe and Restaurant Maratonga and decide to eat there. We've had amazing food so far in Egypt and the food here was just as good. At around 4:30 a.m., we head out for one of the most surreal experiences, a hot air balloon ride over Luxor. It was amazing seeing all the balloons being filled up and taking off slowly one by one. We rushed onto our balloon and squeezed in amongst the other riders as it was almost ready to take off. As the sun broke over the horizon, we were floating above ancient tombs and temples. The Temple of Hatshepsut, the Colossi of Menon, and even the Valley of the Kings all slowly revealed themselves in golden light. Admittedly, I was a bit skeptical at first about taking the hot air balloon ride, but it was well organized and I felt safe throughout. After the initial rush of excitement came a period of calm, peace, and quiet as we took in the beautiful views. We slowly approached Earth and reviewed the experience. We are dropped back to the studio and enjoy some Egyptian breakfast before heading back out to the Valley of the Kings. This is the burial place of Egypt's most legendary pharaohs and high-ranking officials. We explored 3 tombs with a basic ticket and each one felt like stepping into another dimension. The artwork and carvings, it's amazing how well preserved they are after thousands of years. It's a major source of insight into ancient Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife, royal burial practices, and the architectural and artistic achievements of the time. The valley's location, natural protection, and religious importance made it an ideal place for royal tombs. Similar to the Simbel Temples, it did make me wonder about the ancient Egyptian times and how life was back then. It is completely dark as we pass multiple army checkpoints on our way to Siwa Oasis. We finally make it to Siwa and are relieved after such a long journey. We arrive at our accommodation, the Serenity House. The next morning, we sit down with our host Zizou for breakfast. The breakfast and coffee was very good, and after chatting for a while, we get ready to go to our first attraction, the Siwa Salt Lakes. Zizou takes us on his tuk-tuk and we get to see a lot of the town on the way there. I definitely get a laid-back adventurous vibe so far from Siwa that I really liked. We get to the Salt Lakes and it's absolutely stunning. I had never seen anything quite like this on my travels. The white salt flats contrast beautifully with the vibrant turquoise waters of the lakes, creating a surreal and magical atmosphere. The water was very cold but very refreshing, with the lakes believed to have medicinal properties for skin, sinus, eye, and joint conditions, making them a popular destination for wellness tourism. The high salt concentration makes it nearly impossible to sink, creating a weightless feeling. We were told not to get water in our eyes or mouth. Out of curiosity, I taste the water and it's unbelievably salty, to the point it burns my mouth. We swim for a while and check out different pools, then left for the next attraction, Cleopatra's Spring. This is a natural spring, famous for its crystal clear water and believed to be a bathing spot for Queen Cleopatra. The spring is fed by groundwater and is considered to be the most famous water source in the region. It was the perfect way to wash off all the salt from the salt lakes as we took turns jumping into the spring. There were locals and tourists alike enjoying the water. Surrounding the spring are several shops and restaurants. After swimming, we get some lunch at Jubana Cafe. As usual, the food and drinks are delicious. We leave Cleopatra's Spring, impressed by the experience, and head back to the Serenity House. After an eventful day, we spend the evening having dinner and relaxing. Our last day in Siwa, we decide to check out Shali Fortress. The Shali Fortress is a unique historical site built in the 13th century and served as a defensive structure and the main settlement of Siwa for centuries. Constructed primarily from kershif, a material made from salt, clay, and mud, it was designed to insulate the fortress from the desert's extreme temperatures. The fortress is situated on a small hill, offering strategic protection from nomadic raiders and providing panoramic views of the surrounding area. Despite weathering and damage from heavy rains in 1926, the Shali Fortress still offers breathtaking views of Siwa and is a testament to the resilience of the Siwan people. We navigate the maze and make it to the top to observe the fantastic views of the town. After the Shali Fortress, we get some lunch at a nearby restaurant and then explore the town before making our way back to the home. That same evening, we say our goodbyes to Zizu and Siwa Oasis and take the long 9-hour drive back to Cairo. We get to Cairo around 1 a.m. and check into the Eterna Suite. The studio is located in a residential building and has a balcony with amazing views of the Pyramids of Giza. It is our last day in Egypt, and with only 1 day in Cairo, we decide to visit one of the remaining wonders of the ancient world. We are dropped off at the entrance to the pyramids and purchase tickets. First up is the Great Sphinx of Giza. The Sphinx is about 240 feet long and 66 feet high, and it was carved from a single piece of limestone bedrock. Its face is similar to the statue of Pharaoh Khafra, suggesting it may have been made to honor him. We then walk up to the path towards the pyramids, passing many camels and carriages along the way. The Pyramids of Giza are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the largest and most recognizable pyramid structures in the world. They were built to honor certain pharaohs of the 4th ruling dynasty of Egypt during a period known as the Old Kingdom. The Old Kingdom was the first great era of Egyptian civilization and lasted from 2686 to 2181 BCE. The Pyramids of Giza, specifically the Great Pyramid, were originally covered in smooth, shining white limestone and were the tallest man-made structures in the world for over 3,800 years. The Great Pyramid itself is composed of over 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks. After exploring, we do some last-minute shopping at the stalls lining the entrance. We then walk over to a restaurant called Rooftop 7000 for dinner. The rooftop has amazing sunset views of the pyramids. The food was amazing, probably the best food I've had in Egypt next to the food I had in Aswan. After dinner, we walk through the busy streets back to the studio and we pack and get ready to leave Egypt. Visiting Egypt was truly a transformative experience. I couldn't help but notice the deep sense of community. People greet each other with warmth and genuine smiles, which creates a unique feeling of belonging. What struck me most was the humility of the locals, always ready to share a story, a laugh, or a cup of tea. It was a beautiful reminder of the importance of connection, humility, and kindness, values that transcend cultures and geography. Egypt's timeless landscapes invites you to stop and appreciate every moment. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey. Until next time, may the sands of Egypt continue to inspire your adventures.